It's 8:31. Today is World Autism Awareness Day. And in light of the special day, we want to bring in clinical psychologist Dr. Michael Brachfeld with MedStar for more information. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me.
I want to begin with new information and findings that you're learning about autism, because from what I understand, the rates are increasingly going up.
Yes, absolutely. We both have more of an understanding about autism now, which is leading to greater accuracy in diagnosis. And we also are just seeing an increased prevalence as well. So I think this month is a really important month to shed light on that.
So what are the early signs then of autism?
So it's going to vary a lot, I would say, child by child, individual to individual. But some of the early signs that parents could keep an eye out for are delays in language or communication skills, not seeing maybe some of those typical social seeking behaviors like pointing to express interest, sharing or showing objects that are preferred objects or toys. And then we might see some restricted interests or repetitive behaviors. So that could look like in early childhood, spinning in circles, body rocking, and seeing some of those types of behaviors at a young age, as young as birth to 2 years old.
Yeah, my good friend, her son is 2, and he was recently diagnosed, and she's still learning and growing throughout this whole thing. But I'm curious to know, are there any treatments available for those with autism?
Yes, absolutely. That is one of the, I think, really great advances that we've had within the field. So one is applied behavior analysis, or ABA, is a intervention with a lot of efficacy, can lead to improvements in social skills, communication skills, and really trying to teach some of those positive pro-social behaviors that we want to see and reduce some of those more challenging behaviors that parents are seeing. A couple others are more parent-focused interventions. So we know that not just supporting the child, but of course, with autism or most disorders, helping and supporting families is really important as well. So there's parent training and an intervention called parent-child interaction therapy, or PCIT, which can really support parents in helping their kids develop and really building that bond between parent and child.
When it comes to awareness days, just in general, it's about learning and unlearning, right? So what would you say are some common misconceptions out there in regards to autism that you would like to clear up?
Sure. And this is a great question. I think there are a lot of misconceptions and stereotypes around autism. I think one is just that, that autism has one particular way that it shows up or looks. There's so much variation within it. And then I would also just share there are a lot of strengths, and I think it's important to remember the resilience and the strengths that many families and children with autism possess. And I think sometimes we tend to maybe take a little bit of a more problem-focused approach. And so really seeing the child and the family as a whole child, a whole family, and not only the challenges they may be experiencing, but also the strengths that they possess as well.
And some opportunities, right, that can come along with it as well. Dr. Brachfeld, before I let you go, how can we all show our support, not just on World Autism Day, but every day moving forward?
Yes, another great question. So I would say, educating yourself on autism. There are a lot of really great resources out there. The National Institute of Mental Health, Autism Speaks, the American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry, all have really good resources, both for learning about autism and also for those parents and families who are wondering or thinking that maybe their child or family member may have autism. Learning more about it, I think, is a really great way. And then, of course, you can always donate. There are fundraising events through those organizations as well.
We appreciate your time and your insight, Dr. Michael Brachfeld of MedStar, and that's more information on where you can learn more, not just about autism, but all the health-related news and information. Thanks, Doctor.
Thanks so much for having me. Bye.